Hi, it's Vic. Welcome back to my channel, and if you've come over from the La La Land Crafts blog, welcome. It's Christmas Tutorials Day 5, and in my video tutorial today I'm going to be showing you how I created my projects using a hot foiling machine with regular dies. Okay, so this is the Glimmer hot foil machine. This is Spellbinders, and this is a machine that heats up this pad, and you basically put your hot foil dies on top of this with the foil, and it will leave a nice foiled sentiment or image on your cards. But today we're using regular dies that are used for die cutting. So I've just switched my machine on. It's not ready yet because the light is still red. When it's green, it's ready to go. So I have the snow globe die, and I've just picked out that Christmas tree die, and I have a piece of white card, and I'm going to be using some gold foil, and I'm making a background. So how this works, as they're not hot foiling dies, where that extra raised edge is on your die, that's the impression that it will leave once you've hot foiled this onto your card. So in this case it's the outline of the tree, and you'll be able to see it a bit more clearly once I start hot foiling. You can see how fun it is to use just your regular dies with your hot foiling machine. So to start with, I've placed that die facing down. I've got some washi tape to make sure my die doesn't fall or slip, and then I'm just going to pop that gold foil with the foil facing upwards, and I'm going to just secure that die onto that piece of foil. And then once that's secured down, I'm going to get my scissors and just trim away any excess pieces of foil, and this will help with over foiling once you place this on your hot foil machine. So that's ready to go. I'm still waiting for the platform to heat up, but I have my COPICS machine next to me because I'm going to be needing this after I've hot foiled. So with this machine you have two plates which go over the top, but I'm going to take you through the process of this right now. So my light's gone green, we're ready to go. I'm placing that piece of card facing down, and there's also a timer button. So once it stops flashing, it's ready to go. I'm just going to run this through my die cutting machine. So I have the spacer plate, which is the top one, and then I have a thin shim, and this is to make sure that the foil leaves a nice impression. It doesn't die cut this. If you wanted to die cut this, then you just put in your die cutting plates. Don't use the glimmer foil ones. So now I'm adding another tree. This is from the same die set. This is from the snow globe die because I'm creating a nice pretty background, and I thought that little tree would look really nice next to the Christmas tree. So I'm just going to repeat the process. I'm securing my dies down with some washi tape. I'm then going to trim out my foil, and then I'm going to try and cut the foil as close to the edge of the die as possible, just to help with over foiling. And then I'm going to be popping this onto my glimmer machine. And with the little pieces of foil that are left, I've just popped them in a pot because I've seen some people use them with alcohol ink, so you can use that extra foil for that. And if you do have some extra over foiling on your cards, then you can also use a rubber or eraser, and this is meant to help get that excess piece of foil. So I have a piece here, and I've just got a rubber. To be honest, it's not much good. It took some of the foil off, but I think I need to invest in a proper rubber. And then you can see there's extra foiling on top of that Christmas tree, so I've very gently just got my finger and wiped this away. You can obviously use a cloth, but I wouldn't press too firmly because then you can remove the foil too, so just be a little bit careful if there is extra foiling. So I'm just finishing up them Christmas trees on the cards, and it looks very pretty as it is, but me being me, I tend to get a little bit carried away. when I'm crafting. So I've bought in the 3 snowflakes die, and I'm going to be using the smaller one, and I'm doing the same process as before, just trimming the foil down, heating it up, and then removing the die. Also, the dies are very hot as we have that pad that heats them up, so the machine does come with tweezers, so obviously use them rather than burn your fingers. So that's the finished background, and then I've also gone ahead and done another one, and this was using the Autumn Things die and the Stump with Twig die, and I'm going to be showing you a bit later on in the video how to colour. And next I'm moving on to my tags. So I've gone ahead and I've die cut a tag out of navy card, and that is using the large stitched tags die. And then I've gone ahead and done the same with vellum, so I'm going to be showing you how it looks on vellum and also card. So I have the beautiful Poinsettia die. This is my favourite die, I think, ever. It's just so pretty. So I went ahead and I used some silver foil for this tag, and it leaves a very subtle impression on the vellum, and it is basically just because I've used vellum. For some reason it doesn't seem to hot foil that well using normal dyes. I haven't tried a hot foiling dye on vellum. I'm sure it would come out a bit more brighter, but I think for a very soft and pretty look, then it's perfect for using vellum if that's the look you're going for. And this will also look very pretty layered over a piece of card, because you can still see the foiling, and you'll know what I mean when I remove the foil. It's very faint, but it's still super pretty. So now I'm going to show you how it looks when I've used gold foil and I've foiled on dark cardstock. So again, I'm using the same die, just changed the foil, and I've added both the dies to this, secured them down with some washi tape, and then I'm going to heat these up and then pop them through my COPICS machine. And you can see when I remove the foil just how pretty and more brighter this looks. So now I'm going to be moving on to the colouring. So you can colour the background that you foiled. I would still be a bit more cautious with your COPICS, just be a bit more gentle. I wouldn't add too much pressure just in case it does pick up some of that foil. But to be fair, I coloured these in normally and it didn't pick up any foil. And this is a really fun technique to do. It does look pretty without the colouring, but if you wanted to add colour, I just wanted to show this just to show you that you can use your COPICS on them fine, and same with colouring pencils. And there you can see the pretty foiled image. So we have hot foiling with colouring, hot foiling on a darker card, there's that vellum tag that we've hot foiled, and then there's the background that I made at the start of the video. So now I'm going to crack on with my projects, and I'm going to hopefully give you some ideas on how you can use your hot foiled backgrounds. So this one is just a standard Christmas card, and I've obviously used the gingerbread man. And now I have my foiled background just with the Christmas trees and snowflakes, and I've put together the Dear Builder die. Oh my god, this was so fun to put together. If you haven't used the builder dies, then I highly recommend using them. They're so cute. So I've also used the owl builder die and the bear builder die, so they're both going to go on a tag. And then I've also coloured in a couple of other critters. I've used the gingerbread men, and then I've used the hedgehog and the bear. I will leave all the products that I've used listed down below. So I've gone ahead and used a couple of other dies, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp up my sentiments. And now I can start putting my projects together. So I'm just doing the Christmas card first, and I've used some twine to put my tags together because that one has the vellum piece at the front, and I actually really like this tag. I think it looks so pretty with the foiling underneath, and then them two little critters just complete the tag for me. They're so cute. And I've popped the critters on some foam tape to give them lots of added dimension. And I've also used foam tape to apply some of the dies to the critters, so their wings and arms were used with foam tape. And for my other tag, I've gone ahead and added some more twine to the top of the tag. You can die cut another tag and pop this behind so you can write your greeting there, but I'm just going to turn this over and write my greeting on the back. So I've added the critters there, and then I've also finished up the reindeer cards. So these are the projects today. So this is the vellum piece that we hot foiled, and then that's the hot foiled background. I think it looks really pretty with the colouring. Next we've hot foiled the darker tag, and I think it just makes the poinsettia stand out so well. It looks really pretty. And then now we're moving on to the Christmas card, which we done the hot foiling background. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you try hot foiling with the dies, let me know. I'd love to see your projects. And thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye.